In this video, I'll be discussing about the built-in mathematical functions in Python. First, we'll see briefly what are built-in functions. These are the functions whose operations or tasks are predefined. A function here means a group of related statements that performs a specific task, and this function only runs when it is called, and you can pass data to these functions which are known as parameters. An example is given, fun of c, where fun is the name of the function and c is the parameter, and c is the value that is passed to the function for computation purposes. And this function, after performing the computations, will return a data which we call it as the result of the function. There are various functions, built-in functions available in Python. Here we'll see only about the mathematical functions. To use the built-in mathematical functions, we need to use a math module. Module here means a file containing a set of functions. Okay, so Python has a built-in module called math to perform the mathematical operations, and this math module has a predefined set of methods and constants. In order to use this math module in the program, you have to use the statement import math. I'll be discussing only about some of the functions of math module. The first one is FABS of x, which returns the absolute, means positive value of the given number in float. Example is given. First, before using this FABS, we have to import math and then use the module name, that is math dot the function name FABS of the given number is a negative number and a float number. So minus 9.5, for that it returns the positive value of minus 9.5, which is 9.5. Another example is giving the integer number, that is minus 3. Though it is integer, the result is displayed in float. Okay, positive value of minus 3 is 3. Next is ceil function. Ceil rounds a number upwards to the nearest integer and returns the result. Example is math.ceil of 3.1. It always rounds upwards to the nearest integer. So the nearest integer to 3 is 4. Upwards, when it is done, round up, and the nearest integer is 4. And similarly for 4.6, it is the nearest integer upwards is 5. So the result is 5. Next function is factorial. It returns the factorial of the given number, and the given number should be greater than or equal to 0. Here the example is math.factorial of 7. The factorial of 7 is 5040. Next function is fmod. This is used to find the remainder of a division, that is returns the remainder of specified numbers when a number is divided by another number, that is x divided by y. Though we have an operator percentage for this purpose, you can also use this function for that purpose to find the remainder. Here the remainder will be given in float, whereas while you use the operator percentage, it returns the result in integer. So the example is math.fmod of 10,3. The remainder is 1, which is displayed as a float number, real number. Next function is floor. This is just opposite of ceil function. Here it rounds a number downwards to the nearest integer and returns the number x. Example, math.floor of 3.1. 3.1, the integer that is nearest to it downwards is 3, so it displays the result as 3. Next is math.floor of 3.6. Here also the nearest integer closest to the number is downwards is 3 itself. Okay, so it displays 3. Next is fsum. Fsum of I triple here means the list and tuples. It finds the sum of the elements in the list or tuple. That is, it is used with I triple objects. Examples are list, tuples, etc. Here in this example, math.fsum, the list is given in the square brackets 23, 34, 45 and 67, and it sums up the elements and displays the result as 169. This can also be given as in the second example, that is, you can first define the list, that is n equal to, you define the list 12, 34, 134, and then use the name of the list within the function math.fsum of n. Either of these methods can be followed for finding the sum of the elements in the list or tuple. Next is to find the GCD, that is GCD of xy. This finds the greatest common divisor of x and y, and the result will be in integer. As you can see in the example, math.gcd of 56, 24. The greatest multiple of these two are 8. So the answer is given as greatest common multiples of 56 and 24 are 8. So the result is displayed as 8. Next is remainder function. It returns the closest value that can make the numerator here is a x, okay, completely divisible by the denominator, which is y. Okay, here I have given two examples. First example, math.remainder of 10, 3, which will generate the result as 1, which is same when we do with f mod and mod operator. You get the similar result. That is 10 divided by 3, the 3 times 9, and then the remainder is 1. Okay. Whereas when you use the same, that is when you use math.remainder of 8, 3, this displays the result as -1 since 8 is closer to the next multiple of 9. That is, it specifies that it is 8 is 1 short of, that is, the numerator is 1 short of the next multiple of 3, that is 9. So 8 minus 9 is -1. Okay, whichever is closer will be displayed. That is what is specified here. It returns the closest value that can make the numerator completely divisible by the denominator. Hope that is clear. If you give here 11, 3, it will display the again 11, 3 also. It is closest to the next multiple of 3. So in that case also it will display the result as -1. Next is power function POW. POW of x, y will return the x to the power of y. That is, as you can see in the brackets, x power y. In that example, math.power 3, 3, that is 3 raised to 3 will be 3 into 3 into 3, that is 27. And the next example is math.power you can give it in float also. So 2.5 comma 2, so that is 2.5 square is 6.25. Next is math.pow. If you give both the x and y in float, 2.5 comma 0.5, it will display the result as given. Okay. Next is SQRT. SQRT is used to find the square root of a given number. Example is SQRT, math.sqrt of 25, which will generate the result as 5. And instead of integer, you can also give a float number here. So math.sqrt of 25.5 is 5 point something. Okay. Next function is exp of x. It finds the exponential of a number, that is, it returns e power x, where e is the Euler's number, that is 2.718. Two examples are done using this math.exp of 10, which is e power 10, and math.exp of 2.3. One is integer, the second example uses a float number, so that is e power 2.3 will generate the answer as S. Next is log function. Log can be used in three ways. One is log x comma base. Here you can use as base any base, returns the log of x where base is given. The default base is e. Okay. Example is done here, math.log of, here the base used is 2, 10 comma 2. The next log function is log base 2, that is returns the log of x where base is 2. Here you need to specify only the x value. The base is already mentioned, that is it is 2 only. Okay. Math.log 2 of 3 will give the answer as this. Next is log to the base 10. That can be done using log 10 within brackets x, returns the log of x where base is 10. The example is math.log 10 of 3.2, which displays the answer as 0.5 something. Next is radians. It converts a degree value to radians. Example is given, math.radians of 90 degree will give its corresponding radian value. And the next function is degrees. Degrees will convert the angle x from radian to degrees. That is, this has been done in two ways. One is math.degrees. Since I am not sure of the radians of 90 degree, I have used here as math.radians of 90, which will convert first 90 degree to radians, and then that radians will be converted back to degrees using degrees function. If you are sure of the radians value, then you can use the second method, that is math.degrees of the radians of 90 degrees given here, which will display the result as 90. Next is sine function. It returns the sine of x. The value of x should be in radians. So in this example, math.sine of, instead of directly giving 90 degree, you have to convert this into radians first. So that we call the function math.radians here for converting the 90 degree to radians, and then it displays the result as 1. Next is cos function. It returns the cosine of x. Again, x should be in radians. So here also in this example, math.cos of, instead of directly giving the 90 degree, we convert the 90 degree to radians using math.radians function, and the result is displayed. Tan of x, it returns the tangent of x. Again, x is in radians, and the example math.tan of math.radians of 45 degree. 45 degree is first converted to radians and then it is applied with tan. Okay. Next is similarly like sine, cos and tan. We have a sine, a cos and a tan, which is arc sine, arc cosine, arc tangent of a number. And in this cases, the parameter passed must lie between -1 and 1, positive 1 and -1, and 1 will return the value of pi by 2 and -1 will return the value of minus pi by 2. Okay. Example is given here, math dot a sine of, here we are not using any degrees here, instead the value should be between -1 and 1. So here I have given here float numbers minus 0.65, minus 0.35, 0.75. It finds the corresponding results, that is a sine of minus 0.65 will give the arc sine of this number, and this gives the arc cosine of the number minus 0.35. Similarly, arc tangent of 0.75 is 0.64 something. Next is in function, that is it checks whether x is infinity or not. And next the example is given here, that is import math dot is inf of float of the constant inf. Here is infinity is here represented using inf constant. So we are giving here math dot is inf of, it is a float number, float infinity. So it is given as float. You have to convert this string or a constant into float first and then use it with isinf. So that will return, since this is a infinity, it returns the result as true. If this is used with math dot isinf of 3.5, which is a finite number, it returns the result as false. Okay. Next function is isnan. Isnan checks whether given number is a number or not. If it is not a number, it will return the result as true. Again, here also we have a constant nan. Here is first, in the first example I have used is nan of 2.67, which is a finite number. So it will return the result as false. It is not a number, is false. Okay. Next example, float of nan is used. Since this is a nan constant, it will return the result as true. And the another example is nan of float of inf. It is a infinity constant, so it will display the result as false. And the third function is finite. It checks whether x is neither infinity nor nan. That is, it will return true if it is a finite number. Example is given here, is math dot is finite of 3 will return true. Math dot is finite of float of nan will display the result as false. Okay. These were the functions, that is, these are some of the functions that are used with math module. Next we'll see some 4 of the functions, math functions that can be used without math module. One is ABS. In the previous functions we saw a function called FABS that should be used with math module, whereas ABS need not be used with math. Here the example is given. Both does the same job, that is same task is done there. They return the absolute or positive value of the given number. but absolute returns the number as it is. If you give it as a minus 6.7, it returns the positive number of this 6.7. If you give a 9, minus 9, it returns the uh, number as such as the positive number. Whereas when you use FABS, this will display the result always in float. That is, if you use FABS of minus 9, it will return the result as 9.0. Okay, that is how FABS and ABS are different. And maxes returns the highest value in the iterable object, that is list. From the list or tuple, you can find the largest value. Okay, example is given here. Max of the list given is 23, 45, 12, 3, 4, and the maximum value here is 45. And similarly, we have min function to find the lowest value or minimum value in the given list. 34, 56, 12, 4, 1 and 34, that the smallest value is 1. And you can also use power function without math module. Power can be, POW can be used either with math module or without math module also. Math dot POW also gives the same result. You can also use without math, that is POW of 2, 3 also gives the same result. Math constants. These are few of the constants that are commonly used in mathematics. One is math.e. It returns the Euler's number, that is 2.71 something. And then next is math.inf, which returns a floating point positive infinity number. That is, it doesn't represent a number, just specifies it is an infinity value. Okay. And next is math.nan, which returns a floating point, not a number value. And next is math.pi. It returns the pi value, that is 3.14, etc. Next is math.to. It returns the to value, that is 6.283, etc. Example is given here. You can use math.e, which returns this value. So you can use this constants directly in calculations without specifying the values itself. You can just instead of specifying 2.718, if you are not sure of the value, you can use math.e. Math.inf will return the value inf, math.nan will return nan, math.pi will return 3.14, etc. and math.to will return 6.28, etc. and the float of minus inf here will return minus inf. So that is also a constant used with math. That's all about the math module and mathematical functions, some of the functions that are used in Python. Thank you.